So, looks like it's time to play some more MLB The Show. About gosh dang time.
Barry, when can we make a ballot for the All-Star game? I really want to make one.
I don't know yet, Donald.
Did I ask you, Ninny?
No, but you sure wanted an answer. The guilty man himself. Probably going to go to jail for a few weeks. May keep him out of the president race even.
Look who it is, Crooked Joe. Yeah, you must love the media attention I'm getting. The judge had the same amount of competence as you.
Crooked Joe, that's new.
Well, if you are on Truth Social, then you would know that's not the first time he used that term, Ariana.
Okay, what are we doing here? Are we going to play some damn baseball or not?
Yes, but we need to be two teams that we haven't played yet.
Guys, we need to be the Chicago Cubs. I really want to play as Cody Bellinger.
Good idea. We can be the Chicago White Sox. It's bound to be a very fun game this episode.
I'll be on the Cubs because they got Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa, Joe, and who will be our third teammate?
I'll be on your team, Ariana. You should know how much I've supported you throughout this series.
Sure, George, I appreciate it. I'll go first, then George, and then Joe can close out the game.
All right, Donald, you can go first, then Ben and I'll do the third and sixth innings. Now let's cue John Ciambi and Chris Singleton.
And we welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Guaranteed Rate Field. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Why are we playing at Guaranteed Rate Field? Why aren't we at Wrigley instead?
We did play at Wrigley already, Donnie.
What? That's bullshit. We got to play at one of the most historic stadiums in the United States.
Oh, come on, Donald. Give this ballpark a chance. You'll like it for sure.
All right, I guess, but we got to play at Wrigley next week. Okay, bro, this pitcher should not be a pussy and actually try to catch that.
Well, I would do that same thing the pitcher did in the same situation.
See, George, that's the problem. You got to take chances every game because you want that winning mentality.
Joe, I would recommend you talk again when you actually have your turn.
Yeah, because none of that made zero sense.
That's definitely extra bases, Donald. Got to get it in quick.
Well, with how fast Seiya Suzuki is, I'm definitely going to score here.
Ben, I don't want to hear any base running advice until you get some yourself, so shut it.
Nice job, Ariana. You got a three-pointer.
That's going to score one, Ariana. Bring him home.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Hey, let me just say this. I feel like that Christopher Morel this season is like Kyle Schwarber last year. He's a true slugger. Other than that, he strikes out most of the time.
That is a pretty respectable comparison, Barry.
Same here, too. I completely agree as well. Don't forget Schwarber was part of the Cubs' 2016 World Series run.
That's nice and all, but that is like taking a shot at Schwarber, because Morel will never be like Kyle Schwarber.
Fuck you, Donald. Can't agree with a single take. Always find some bullshit excuse to make a take more respectable. Name us one player that is similar to Christopher Morel this season.
Easy. Fernando Tatis Jr.
Morel is nowhere close to being like Tatis. Just don't say anything baseball-related for the rest of the video.
Yeah, how about those 34 counts, Orange Man?
I can't believe you got that many. It's a shame that you lost the war, Donald.
Well, I don't want to get into that because the creator will get canceled.
Well, nice double. Got to get the starter out of the game as soon as possible.
I feel like Tommy Pham and Donald are very similar.
Spill it, Joe. Why do you think that?
You guys complain all the time?
He is right, Donald. A good example recently was when Pham tried to score for the White Sox and tie the game, but he slid into William Contreras, and he tried to start a confrontation with him, and the benches almost cleared.
Yeah, I saw that too, actually. I don't know why the White Sox signed him to begin with.
They are desperate for veteran players during their rebuild.
Gosh dang it, how did I not see that?
That was on accident, actually, Ariana. Good, I didn't want to hit with Eloy Jimenez anyway.
Donald, he's no slouch. He won a Silver Slugger Award in 2020.
That's a Mickey Mouse season, little Benjamin, doesn't count. Man, I thought that would go down some more.
Well, it didn't, Donnie. Nice job leaving two men on base.
Yay, time to be my White Sox.
And I'm ready to help Ariana get the win for the Cubs.
Dang it, George, you can't be like this today. This is a game I actually want to win.
What about all the other games then?
Don't worry, Ariana. Shota Imanaga is that guy.
George, those curveballs are so easy to read, man. I don't know why you throw them to righties.
Well, I thought Shota would throw a faster curveball.
About time Ben finally hits a home run.
All right, it's only one run. We can get that one back.
Dang, Ben, back-to-back home runs from you. This is really out of left field.
George! Stop throwing meatballs for Ben because, well, you know what I'm talking about.
Throw the spitball, George. Little Benjamin won't be able to hit those.
Gotcha this time, Ben.
Scoreboard.
On the ground, Morel. Fires
I don't think he needs to have style points just to get one out.
Now it looks like Joe has to be the one to give us the lead, and I'm not feeling so confident about him doing that.
Relax, Ariana. It's Barry who's going against him. I'm sure he'll go easy on his kid.
No, I'm not. I will treat him the same way as a baseball coach would. Looks like that one is staying in. Geez, how far was that going to go? Is the wind blowing towards the lake?
I don't think the wind controls the White Sox ballpark, unlike Wrigley.
Thank God that is over. Mike Tauchman is a really annoying batter.
Why, Donald? He did nothing to you.
He always eats up like 10 pitches per at-bat, and he either draws a boring walk or strikes out. But when you think about it, the pitcher is the one who always loses the at-bat when you face him.
Didn't need to go into detail, Donald. It's just one batter out of 9 guys.
Sorry, I really hate the Cubs and that Craig Counsell is a shit manager. Can't manage good teams well and always brings in the bullpen guys at the worst time. Like Ariana, Ben Brown was a no-one until he played the Brewers, threw 7 no-hit innings, and brings in the bullpen, who blew the game and tied it, but won, for example.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Justin Steele should be a bullpen guy because he's coming off an injury.
Ariana, that's a good example of why you or none of us will ever be an MLB manager.
Speaking of the Cubs, can't believe they paid Dansby Swanson so much to bat under the Mendoza line.
But his and Nico Horner's glove is why they are both in the lineup every day.
True, true.
Yeah, why are we hating on the Cubs anyway? I thought we would be hating on the other Chicago team.
Well, the Cubs are the more popular team and are like the most unluckiest sports teams ever.
Really thought Paul DeJong would go yard like he did for the Cardinals.
Hopefully that one doesn't turn into a run. Well, looks like I'll have to be the one who gets us the lead back.
Honestly, you guys should have been leading to begin with.
Finally, we got our first hit of the game.
Just setting up for the double play ball.
That's going to be a... Oh. Well, those balls always hurt the most, I'm telling ya.
I literally didn't need to use the controller.
Are you hacking, Donald?
Come on, Donald, you can get that one for sure.
Gosh dang it, we should have had chosen a faster right fielder before we started the game.
At least the go-ahead run is up to bat now.
You could get out of this one and allow no runs, Donald.
That's definitely going to be trouble for you guys.
What were we saying about Dansby Swanson?
Well, he may be inconsistent, but we are in the lead.
Shut up, Ariana. How does he even get a hit when he jammed it?
I think I want to go for second here.
Look at that, more incompetent base running.
Nice job getting the lead, Ariana. Now let's shut them down.
Please screw that up.
He did. Now we got the go-ahead run at the dish.
Just setting up for the double play ball.
Nice going, Donald.
Nice double play, Ariana.
Thanks, Joe. That felt so satisfying to pull off.
God, this lineup is so ass. All of these guys are nobodies.
If you actually watch the White Sox play, they aren't nobodies.
Hey, Barry, when can we vote for the All-Star Game starters?
Gah! Donald, can you stop asking that question? We don't know yet.
We do actually have an answer this time, and we can vote starting June 5th.
But it's already past June 5th. I just want my voice to be heard for the All-Star Game starters. I literally cannot wait to pick the All-Stars this year.
Now you know what it's like to be on the other end of the voting process.
I do ask one thing, can we all not be biased as hell for our ballot? We need to make it fair and make sure that we pick the players that are most deserving of being an all-star.
Yes, Barry, just pick Bibby Watt and I'll be fine with the ballot, but Donald better not fuck it up.
I'm worried about you as well, Crooked Joe. Like what Barry said, we need to make sure that we have the perfect ballot.
Of course, we need to make sure that we have the guys who have the highest OPS, OBP, slugging percentage, WAR, and WHIP.
Whip? But that's something we put on pie, Ben. We can't pick players who whip and nay the best.
One thing I do know is that y'all are going to put William Contreras as the all-star starting catcher. I don't want that happening, especially with there being other potential starting caliber catchers like Will Smith.
See, we can save that debate for the All-Star Game voting video. Now let's get back to the game.
Nice bunt attempt, shithead.
Look at the score, buddy.
There you go, George. Finally putting up some runs for us. Now shut down Ben.
You got it, Ariana.
He's literally treating Ariana like he's the teacher's pet, and that's really disgusting. Why is this guy in the 3-hole spot? He's doing nothing for us today.
He's having a bad game, Donald. Every player has a bad game.
Geez, like I would ever.
What the hell? That barely happens.
If that's Nicky Lopez, I don't think he has the best glove to offer.
Just hoping it doesn't happen again.
My goodness, Joe, you got to take advantage of these errors here.
Yeah, there's like a low probability of that happening twice in a row.
At least you got an out from that play, Barry.
I'm going to try to be helpful for once, but you should take out Garrett Crochet. He's giving up runs.
Nah, he can get out of this.
Barry, you should take him out now. He gave up a hit to the 9-hitter.
Don't worry, Donald. I still got this. Okay, fine. I'll take him out now only because the heart of the order is due up next.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to give any more advice.
And you brought Michael Kopech when we are not in a save situation.
That is some bad managing, Barry. You're proving your own point.
Well, I gave up 2 runs, but that out was worth it at least.
I smell a 1-2-3 inning from Barry next half inning.
Joe, that's not going to happen. I have the heart of the order due up.
Yeah, right. I'll give $20 to Joe if that happens.
Well, that's one out, Joe. 2 more to go. Heh.
Man, not having him go yard again really sucks. I feel like he should be traded at the deadline.
Yeah, a lot of teams are in need of a shortstop right now.
What an anticlimactic ending to this game, but hey, Cubs win.
Probably the most boring game as well, since the score is very lopsided.
And at least I got to play as the White Sox.
Now that the game is over, who will send us off?
I will. Thank you all so much for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any uploads from us. We plan on uploading a lot in June, so be ready.